Hello and welcome Math 2413 Calculus 1 students to your Spring 2016 online course. My name is Robert DiGiovanni. I'm the instructor for the class, and what I have here is a video that will take you through the course, how things are going to be organized, how things are going to work out, where you're going to go to learn, expectations of the class, so on and so forth. So, assuming you know how to get to Northwest Vista's main website, I'd like for you to click on Login to ACES. At this point, you'll need to have information. Actually, let me log out. Excuse me. Try this again. Log on. Here you go. If you don't know your username, click here. And then if you don't know your password, click here. Let's go ahead and put in your information. Once you log in, you'll click on My Courses. Make sure you're looking at the Spring 2016 list, and then find your class in here. This should list all of the courses you're enrolled in for the spring semester. Our course is this Cal 1 class, section 26. So click on the little house there, and this is it. Now let me switch it. Right now we're looking at it as an instructor. So I'm going to go into a student view of it. No, that's not what I want. Give me just a second. You have to publish the class first. Now I can go in to a student view. All right, so this is what it should look like when you get in here. I'm going to take you through everything here, but I think what I'll do is I'll start off with discussing our communication in this course. And what we'll be doing is we'll be using this inbox over here. So I actually have to leave student view to show you how the inbox works. On your inbox, whenever you have an email, it'll have a little number up here. As you can see, I have 7 unread emails. Click on that. And this was giving me some trouble a second ago. Okay, there we go. I double-clicked it. Okay, so on the left-hand side, will show you all your emails. If there's a little dot next to it, that means you have not read the email. So there's your email. So if I send you an email or something I want to send to the class, it'll come through here. If you want to compose an email or send me something, this is the official way to do it. So you click on that. Click on the course, which is this one, and then you go to this little icon here, and you click on Teachers, and I will be the only one that will show up, Robert DiGiovanni, and then you type in whatever the subject is. Click this, type in the subject, the content. If you want to attach something, you can. If you want to attach a video, you can. And then you click send, and that'll send me an email. So this is our official way of communicating in the course. All right, so let's get back to the actual class. Okay, and then let me switch back again to the student view. Okay, so the first thing you're going to see here on our home page is this big warning letting you know that you have a deadline. It's this Thursday, the 21st of January at 3 o'clock. You must be enrolled in what's called Webassign. I will take you there and I will show you what I'm talking about. But you have to have done this, got yourself enrolled in Webassign, or you will be dropped from the course. The rest of the stuff here, we have an orientation video. That's what you're watching right now. I will link that as soon as I'm done with this video. You have the schedule, very important document here. I will show you that in just a moment. Formula sheets, and then some other information. So let's start this by going to the course syllabus, and I'll take you through the requirements of the course. So here we go. This class actually is an online class, but we do meet twice in the semester. We meet for 2 exams, Exam 2 and Exam 4. You could consider those to be the midterm and the final. They occur on Fridays. Here's the first one's on March 11th. It's at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it goes until noon. It's in Juniper Hall, room 111A. It's on the Northwest Vista campus. And then the final exam is Friday, May 13th, again 9 a.m. till noon. You show up at 9, ends at noon, same location. If you live out of town and you cannot take the exam at those dates and times, then I can work with you on that, but you have to meet me halfway here. You're going to have to find a proctor. That means you need to find a testing location, a library, a local school, find somebody who's willing to administer the exam, make sure that they have a computer for you to access, and then once you find that information, you need to email me their information. And once I have their information, I will contact them and I will make sure everything is legit, and then we will finish coordinating the exam. Now, there's one thing you must be sure of here. You must give me a 2-week heads up. Okay, so give me 2-week notice. If you're not going to make this exam, then you need to give me 2 weeks. You need to give me that proctor's information 2 weeks ahead of time. If I do not get that information 2 weeks ahead of time, you cannot take it anywhere else but on campus, and if you don't show up on campus, you'll receive a 0 on the test. All right, so here's some contact information. Here's my contact information. This is my email address, but remember we're going to use this inbox for email. Just in case this system goes down or something, here's another way of getting in touch with me. My office location, my cell phone number. You are free to call me or text me on my cell phone. Just make sure that you include in the text, if you text me, who you are, what class you're in, and how it is I can help you. If you're ever on campus, I am in my office for open office hours. These are the dates and times. And on Fridays, I'm there, but you have to make an appointment with me. Now, as far as what you need for the class, you don't have to go out and buy a book. You're going to need this code, so I'm just going to copy it right now. And then you need to go here to enroll. And there you're going to find a book online that you'll be able to look at. That book is this one. But again, you don't need to go get it because it's going to be online for you. So I'll take you to that website. I'll show you how that works in a minute. Description of the class, it's Calculus 1 class. Here's a description of the course material, prerequisites, what you need to get into this class, some objectives, some outcomes, and then the evaluation, which is your grade. So standard grading scale. Let me show you the breakdown of your grade. You're going to do homework assignments. Those are all done online. That's 10% of your grade. You're going to have an exam that you do at home. That's 15% of your grade. You're going to come on campus for a midterm. That's 30% of your grade. Another exam at home, 15%. And then you're going to have a fourth on-campus exam, which is your final. That's 30%. So a huge portion of your grade is what you do at the midterm and the final. And that's really because this is an online course. I've got to make sure that you're the one doing the work. So the midterm and final are worth a lot. Attendance policy. You need to make sure that you meet all the deadlines. Since this is an online course, you're going to be monitored. If you miss 4 deadlines, you might be dropped from the class. I also require that you keep a binder for this class. So keep an organized binder. That binder must have sections, so I recommend using tab separators. Have a section for all your handwritten homework. Have a section for all your exams, the ones that you do at home. And then also if you're taking notes while you're watching my videos, then you can have those in there also. If you do not have handwritten work to support your online answers, you will not receive credit for it. So when we get to the final exam, I'm going to ask you to bring this binder. And this stuff all needs to be there. If it's not there, then I can't give you credit for anything you've done. 6-drop rule. This is just some stuff I have to have in the syllabus about, Texas law on dropping courses. Remember that there is tutoring online. There is tutoring available to you on campus, and here's a link to the math tutoring website. This is a statement I have to have in here about behavior. And then here's the schedule. I would not look at this. Just ignore this. I have to have it in the syllabus, but I have a better schedule for you to look at here in a second. And then there's some additional things in there. So that's basically the syllabus, okay? Let's go back to that home page, and let's take a look a little deeper into the way this course is going to work. Let's look at the schedule. The schedule is probably one of the most important documents in the entire course. So I've downloaded it. Now I'm going to open it. It's a PDF file. what this does is it lays out each assignment, each task, the day it's due, where you go to do it, and the time it's due. So you can see that you have these clumped together. On the 21st of January, you have 3 things that you have to do. You have to make sure you're enrolled online. You have to make sure you do a homework assignment called Getting Started with Webassign, and you have to do another homework assignment called Homework Syllabus Confirmation. And if I actually click on these, it'll take me to where that is. So clicked on that, and here I am. And I'm going to show you how to get into that, but let me just continue going through this schedule. All right, so then I get into this next deadline, which is the 24th. What I need to do is I need to watch a video, watch another video, watch another video, and then go do these homework assignments. So let's go ahead and watch some videos. So I'm going to go to this video. It's going to open up in YouTube. I'm going to mute it here. Now this video is going to go through and explain the topics, the concepts for Chapter 1, Section 1. The audio is a little bit bad on these first few videos. It gets better as the semester goes on. So you watch these videos. It's me explaining, different concepts. Let's see if I can change the quality of the video. I think I can. Yeah. See, if you change the quality of the video, it gets a little better, a little easier to make out the details. Let's see how good I can go. I think 720 is the highest I can probably go. Let's see what happens with 1080p. Not much of. Oh yeah, that got even better. So you can see. You'll see at home. It's probably not as good on this video as it will be at home, but you can see all the little details in here. All right, so that you watch that video. Okay, once I've watched that video, back to my schedule. Let me close these out. Once I've watched that video, I go to another video, which is going to cover section 1.2. Same story. It's going to be me going through this. What's really cool about these videos is, they're all, I use a lot of interactive images and animations and stuff. So I hope that helps you visualize things. So once you've done that, those are what are called course videos. So those are videos that are designed to introduce you to the topics of the sections. And then I have what are called class videos. And these videos are actual videos that I did in a lecture style format in front of my students. Keep in mind that these videos were made in a past semester. So if I'm sitting here, like in this first video, I'm going through a syllabus. Please ignore that. All you're interested in here is content. Okay, so once I get to, let me get further in here. See, I start working through the material that you watched earlier, but the difference is that I'm going to, at some point, start writing down like on a whiteboard and explaining these concepts and doing examples in more detail. So this is where you'll see me do a lot of problems in these what are called class videos. And keep in mind, again, these videos were made in a past semester. If I refer to the class, if I tell them, hey, we're going to have a quiz tomorrow, or hey, do this homework, I'm referring to them, to that class to do homework out of a book. That's not to you. You are purely watching these videos to see examples being done. But it kind of gives you a feel of what a more of a face-to-face lecture would have felt like for this material. All right, so I've watched the course videos that introduced me to the topics. I've watched the class video, which had a bunch of examples. Now I'm ready to go do that homework assignment. So I would go here, and now I need to show you what this is all about. Okay, so I'm going to get to that, trust me, but I want to get back to this home page. Formula sheets, you are allowed to use these formula sheets on a test, on your test that you come on campus for, so please download these. 6 pages, print these off, have them by your side all semester, whether it be at home or on campus for exams. I will not provide you with these, so if you come to exam 2 and 4 and you don't have them, well, you don't have them. But if you bring them, you're allowed to use them on the test. And then course notes. So in my course videos, you can see here they are, course notes. I have these notes you can print out, and it's basically everything that I did in those course videos in a printable format, so you can come on, Panda. He's slow. If that Panda's too slow, just download it. That's what I do. Much faster. So here, those notes in a PDF format, so you can print them out. And there are a bunch of other resources in here. Let me go back up to this. You have your course notes, but then also everything that I was doing, these are old dates you can see, but if you bring these up, these will correspond to everything that I was writing on that whiteboard in the class videos. So remember, ignore these things, these statements that I have in here. Those refer to my face-to-face class. But again, it's everything that I was writing down in those videos. It's all here in a printable format. So hopefully that helps. There's also in here, close this, CDF files. You don't really need to worry about that. Homework solutions, I don't think I have many homework solutions in here, just one section. I actually have homework solution videos, so don't worry about that. And then formulas. Okay, so that's it. That's what was there. Go back to this home. So course notes, formula sheets, schedule we've been looking at. Let's continue in here. Files, that takes you to the same place we just were, just another way of getting there. Has all your stuff in there. Grades. So your grades, they will start to appear here, but I will only update grades after exams. You will be able to see your grades in a different location, but just keep in mind in Canvas, these grades will only be updated after exams. There's a discussion board for the class. If you have a question about a math problem or you have something you want to ask about the course, this is where you ask, okay? Nowhere else. I mean, you can ask me in an email, but these are public forums, so you can ask each other questions, help each other out. This is where that'll take place. People, this is just a way to get to your classmates. You can send them emails if you need to, maybe get a study group together. BrainFuse online tutoring. This is a newer service that we're offering. It's a company that we are working with called BrainFuse. They offer online tutoring for math. It's supposed to be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'll let you go and explore that yourself. It's supposed to be a live one-on-one person that's going to go back and forth with you on a whiteboard, but that's kind of up to you if you want to use that. So, okay, I showed you the schedule, which I said was the most important document. You watch some videos, and then you go to do homework. Well, when you clicked on that homework link, it took you here, and this was called Webassign. And this is where you're going to actually get to the book. This is where you're going to go do your homework. So how do you do that? Well, what you have to do is you have to come in here for the first time and enter a class key. And that class key is what I had there on that front home page here. Where is it? Oh, no, it was in the syllabus, sorry. I had copied it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to put it in that way. So the first thing is Northwest Vista. So you type in here Northwest Vista. Remember, this is a one-time thing. We do this once. 3414, and then 4971. Submit, and then make sure it's Math 2413, Section 26. This all looks good. Yes, it's my class. Okay, so you either have an account. Oh, sorry about that. You either have an account already, or you need to create one. If you already have one, then just click here. If you need to create one, oh, sorry, wrong way. If you need to create one here, if you already have one here, I'm going to, let me see, create one. Let's see what happens. You have to put in a bunch of user information, make a password up, put your name in. Make sure you use the same name that you're registered for, like through Northwest Vista. Don't use like a nickname or something. And then create your account. I'm not going to do that. Let me see if it lets me in if I already have an account. May not let me in because I'm a teacher. Northwest Vista. There we go. Okay, so it's letting me, now it knows I'm an instructor, so it's letting me look at everything that I have in here. I'm going to take you to what you would see. Now, it also didn't ask me to buy anything because I'm an instructor. So what I'd like to show you is, what you're going to do your first time in when you create this. Let me go to Webassign again. Okay, so how do you actually, I showed you how to get in there, but if you're having any trouble getting started, go students getting started, and then instructor has provided me a class key, and then you can download a quick start guide. Let me see what that looks like. See if they've updated it. So you're going to purchase access. Okay, so it's pretty user friendly. I mean, once you get past that point where you create the account, remember, after you did this and then create the account, it's going to prompt you to pay. You just pay by credit card. Your other option is go to the bookstore and you can buy a class code to get in, but it's more expensive. Not many students ever use that option. So let me get back to the class. So this is the class. Right now, this will look, let me switch it to a student view. The problem with the student view is it's not going to show any assignments because there's nothing due. So it says my assignments. Here's where the assignments will show up. Right now, because I'm looking as a student, I won't see it. But that's the most important thing there is your assignments. Also, link to the textbook. So you can just click here. It will take you to the online textbook. And this is where you can actually get into the book. Now, in our schedule, we had homework 1-1. So that means Chapter 1, Section 1. I could go to Chapter 1, Section 1. And here's the actual textbook. And then I could read through this if I wanted to, right? Scroll. I could read through. There's all sorts of different things you can do in here. You can mark this book up and highlight things and save it. And, you can print out pages. I think you're limited. You can only print 10 pages at a time. But that's where you have your access to the book. Okay, so there's your textbook. Now I'm going to switch out of student view so you can see how these assignments work. So your first assignment, getting started with Webassign, remember that was on your schedule, right? Well, getting enrolled is the first thing. You have to pay and get in there. Then the getting started. Okay, so that getting started assignment, let's take a look at it. Here's what it looks like. What it does is it starts to acquaint you with the way the system works, okay, how the different types of ways you can put answers in and stuff. So it's just to get you acquainted with the system, okay. Once you've done that, get back to the class and look at those assignments again. Then you have the next thing due is your syllabus confirmation. Let's view that. This is a yes or no question. I have read the syllabus, watched the orientation video, I understand the requirements of this course. So yes or no. That's just a way so that I can easily see who has and has not done it. And this is like you signing the syllabus saying I understand everything. Okay, so that's due on the 21st. Then let's get to that first homework assignment, just to get an idea of how this system works. So remember, you've watched the videos and you've now come to the homework assignment. It's actually showing me the answer, and that's because I'm the instructor. So it says, if this is this and g of x is x, is it true that f is equal to g, yes or no? And then, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't know, I watched the videos, I'm not sure about this. So you're a little stuck at this point, let's say. If you know the answer, then great, but if you're stuck, what do you do? Well, I also have in this schedule, I have homework 1 help. This is another video in YouTube And what you're going to see here is it's going to bring up homework that looks just like what we just looked at. And it's me explaining. Guide you through what's going on. I'm going to be quiet. Let's start off with the first problem. It says, if f of x is defined to be. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to explain how each of these problems has worked. And man, I don't know. I mean, hopefully that's a good thing for you. Hopefully that helps you understand and learn the concepts. So you work through the whole homework assignment. There's a button at the bottom that you can do to submit it, and that will grade the assignment for you. All right. So let me check on something while I've got this up here. Let me bring this up. I want to look at the settings on that real quick. So the homework. Just ignore all this. So for each problem, you can submit the answer 5 times. So you get like 5 chances at each problem. It's designed to, I mean, the homework is really designed to help you learn. So you can get it wrong and try it again, and you get 5 chances at that. So that's a good thing. All right. So let me leave this. Don't need that. Bring that all-important schedule back up. So let me try and recap how this course works, okay? You're going to follow this schedule, and you're just going to click on each of these and work through them, remembering that when you get to the homework, you can always go and look at those videos for help. You're going to work through these sections, Notice there's no quizzes in this class. It's all homework assignments. And then eventually, you will get to the first exam. And when you get to that exam, that will be done online. All right, so let me bring that up. I closed it out, darn it. So it'll take you to Webassign, where you'll have to log in. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to show you. It's there. The exam will be in Webassign. Difference between the exam and the homework is that you can't submit it 5 different times. You're just going to take the test. Whatever you get, you get. So you get through that first exam, and you move on to Chapter 2. Do the same thing. Chapter 2, and then we'll have our on-campus exam 2. All right. Now that's the one you come on campus for, and it will cover everything that we've done, okay, up to this point. Then after exam 2, we have spring break right after that. So that's why there's a big jump here in the dates. And then we get into more Chapter 2. There's a bunch of videos for this. And then Chapter 3, and then we should have exam 3 is really far, late into the semester. And then just a few days later, we take our final. So exam 3 is pretty close to being the final, but it contains a lot of information on it. So exam 3 is kind of tough. Keep that in mind, okay, as we progress. What you want to do is just when you're looking at this schedule, you know, if you've got January 24th is your first due date. So let's see, 24th is a Sunday. You do not want to start working on this on Sunday morning to try and get through this information. These are blocked off. They're almost like an entire week of class. So you want to be working on this probably right after this deadline, the 21st. You want to have started working on this. And then again, on the next deadline, on the 31st, you will probably want to start working on that on the 25th. Okay, you cannot fall behind in this class. This class gets harder as you go, and the material takes longer to get through. So I don't want you to get shocked here towards these, like especially March 27th. That's going to be a tough week. You do not want to fall behind. So these are deadlines, but in no way are they suggestions as to the day you should start the material. Right? It's an online course. You're all adults, and so I expect that you can keep up with this schedule. All right, let's get back. And we're almost done going through what it is we need to talk about here. Okay, so we've got the schedule, the formula sheets. Everything's good. Yeah, I think I've covered it all. The only thing I really wasn't able to cover was how to get into the class and pay. But I'll leave that up to you. If you run into any problems, then let me know. You've got my cell phone number, and you've got my email. You can just email me through here. Just last warning, Thursday the 21st, 3 p.m., you must be in Webassign, and you must have completed those homeworks that verify that you understand the requirements of the course. If there's something in here I did not explain in a way that has helped you, just contact me. Don't wait till it's too late. Let me see if there's anything. Yeah, you know, the one more thing about the binder, that's something new this semester. Make sure you're writing down all your work. Okay, math is not a spectator sport. I don't want this to turn into just a point and click thing. You should have paper out, pencil, erasers. You should be working through those homework problems, and then you should put that away and you should put it into a binder so you can reference it later. And that goes for everything you do. You do not have to write the problems down because we have them electronically. We can get to the problems. The only thing you have to do is write your work down, and don't just make it all chicken scratch all over the page. Like, put down homework 1, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. That way you can go back and reference it, and so that I can go back and reference it. On the homeworks and the exams, if the computer counts something wrong because you forgot something or you made a little mistake in some arithmetic, I'm willing to give you points back. However, you must have handwritten work to support what you're saying is true. I will not accept, oh yeah, I just forgot to do this little comma here, but you never wrote anything down. So the binder and your handwritten work is kind of your safety valve in case the computer starts causing problems for you. We've got something to go back and look at. So please take the binder seriously. I will probably assign extra credit, or not extra credit, bonus points for students who keep a well-organized, binder, nice tabs separating everything. The more organizational skills I see in it, the more bonus I'm willing to offer. Okay, well, let's have a good semester. I hope that everything in this online course works for your learning style. If you have any questions, contact me.